my dad became a millwright, and he was in World War I, heavy machine gunner. And he lost both his brothers in World War I to the Germans. One of them was gassed, didn't get his gas mask on in time, and the other one took a direct hit from an artillery shell. But he told his mother, we're not going to have any sons. I'll never want my son to go through the hell I went through there in 1918 in France. Well, anyway, sometime my mother, about after 8 years of marriage, convinced him to let her have a kid. That's me. You got to, in your college here, you have a program where you can come in and get your first 2 years and have a scholarship, and then you're working your way on to become a school teacher. And then Monmouth has told you they will take those people that graduate from here and take them to Monmouth, and they go there for 2 years, and then they graduate as a school teacher. Now, I thought that's really good. Now, why? Here's the gimmick. It's an old Don Davis screw up, right? When I was in the first and second grade in this town here, in Valsette, I had a girl that was probably in her 20s that taught my first and second grade to me. Her name was Laura Busby. She was born and raised in Independence, Oregon, so obviously she just went down the road 5 miles and went to normal school and graduated from that. And this is what she told my mother after I was through the second grade. Your son should be an engineer. Now, this little boy heard that at about 8 years of age. That was the star I followed of Bethlehem. I never gave up on anything. I went from going to Portland after I went in the Army to get my time, what paid for my education. I was the first one in our family to get a college education. And I got my degree, and I graduated at the top of my class. And I belonged to all the honoraries there are. I was in the school senate. I was president of the civil engineering club, and I mean, just a lot of stuff. I for some reason, I've always been a leadership thing. I don't know why, but it just is. And I could have went to Yale, but I was an only kid, and I thought, no, I'll stay here in Oregon. And some of my classmates at Oregon State went to Yale. They come back, and I worked with them the rest of my life, but I couldn't see that I missed anything. And I gained a lot of other experiences that made me real successful in this other area. So it's been a really interesting life, but it's all just how the thing breaks, you know. And now that Laura Busby, she lived to be 95 years old over in Monmouth, and she's buried over there in the cemetery at the west edge of Monmouth. I would love to talk to that lady to show her what I accomplished in this life.